Hey everyone, I'm Antonio Melendez, and I'm here to share with you 5 different ways that you can integrate art into your donor, partnership, and beneficiary relationships. Doing so will increase bonding, will increase the connection between you all. And that leads me to the power triangle. The power triangle is you and your organization, the beneficiary, and the donor or partner. And in that power triangle, if we insert some type of artistic experience, some type of creative collaboration, you'll establish a really solid bond, which then translates to longer relationships with these partners, the feeling of validation from the beneficiaries, and success for your organization. So step number 1 is to seek artists to partner with. Right now, there are thousands of artists in the country that would love so much to have their art partnered with your mission, whatever mission that may be. There's various artists for various types of missions. So I encourage you to look through Instagram, look through the different Google searches for artists in your local area, and look for an artist that has a style of art or an expression or a voice that harmonizes with your mission, with your organization's promise, what you're working on, the cause. So that would be a really good first step. As an artist myself who does partner with organizations, I have seen from both sides the value and the power of that partnership. For the artist to feel connected and to feel part of something bigger, and for their gift to be used in service. And then for the organization to bring in an artist who has maximum creative abilities that perhaps are lacking in the organization because you're doing the good work you're doing. So bringing in a fresh set of creative energy and infusing it into your organization for developing events, for developing experiences, for developing branding, for developing communications assets. It's going to be really, really helpful. Step number 2 is going to be designing creative experiences around the power triangle. What I mean by that, for example, perhaps you have an animal sanctuary, and that's your organization's primary focus, is taking care of endangered animals and rehabilitating them. So you could essentially partner with an artist and invite your donors to a creative experience in which the artist leads a workshop in which there's a photograph taken by another artist of, let's say, your sea otter that you've been rehabilitating. There's a photograph there. The artist then walks the donors through the process of painting or somehow creating an image of that animal. So now you have your donors in a vulnerable space of creativity that are collaborating and working together side by side with people from your organization. And then you have an artist who's teaching them how to paint the beneficiary, which is the animal. So we have that triangle there. So what's going to happen there is that the donor is going to feel connected to the mission. They're going to feel like they're contributing something. So what do we do with those paintings? Well, we auction them off. We make some PR assets about them. We share the story of donors coming in, painting with this, photographer's beautiful work that's also going to be available for auction. The artist themselves gets to reach out to their network and say, I'm doing this really cool thing. And everybody feels connected around the mission. You as the organization get to be that bridge, or that one of the points on that triangle. Number 3 I would say is once you've done something like that, is to capture that art and leverage it for fundraising, for branding, for, there's so many different ways you can use that art. Communications, it could be in your newsletter, it could be printed and, hanging in the lobby of your administrative offices. It can be at the top of your yearly update magazine, all the different ways you can use that art. There can be variations on the art. You can do a call for other artists to come out and create variations on that piece of art in different mediums, and you're repurposing the art that was created by the donors in collaboration with you around your beneficiary. Number 4 is to share the whole story with your community. This is the key point, is telling everybody about it, making a big deal about it, making multiple social media posts about it from every angle, from the artist's perspective, from the donor's perspective, from the photographer's perspective, from the organization's perspective. Bring them all and tell all of their stories. And you have, a couple of months worth of content that you could pull from that in video, in text, and in, iPhone captures of the event taking place. Then the last component is going to be integrating the art into your events and branding. So, for example, if you have a yearly gala, and let's say you've done a painting project where you've had multiple donors come in and paint along with your partnered artist, and they've created this catalog of imagery. Well, then that becomes silent auction material at your gala. It also becomes part of the invitations. It becomes part of the basically all the visuals are now built around the different art pieces. So it's a really easy way to do that. And I've given an example based off of this one cause of an animal sanctuary, but really there's so many more ways to do that. And I'm happy to help you through that. If you want some guidance, just reach out to me directly. I'm happy to have a call with you and share some ideas on how we could tailor the integration of arts into your organization and customize it for your needs, for your cause, for your movement, and where you're at. All right, I hope that was very helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening, and may all of your endeavors be blessed.